You really like our country.
I mean, what's not to like? Yeah, I love it here. I've been to this country, this city, even Braga. I've been many times. Yeah, I don't think I've done a lot of TV or radio things, but played many festivals, and I enjoy this country a lot. Yeah.
As far as this new album is concerned, how are you feeling about it?
Very excited. I'm very, very proud of the body of work that I've made. It's the best I could do, I think, right now. For where I am in my career, I really put my all into it. I think my fans will be really happy with what they hear, and I think it might make a few new fans, because there's some new styles on there that people might not be used to. Yeah, I'm just very proud and very excited for people to hear it. I think the best is yet to come from this album.
You were good at talking back, so quick to use my past, all the questions you never asked. Maybe we drove it a little too fast.
You know, the album's it feels like it's in two parts. Part kind of, acoustic, piano, raw, singer-songwriter music, and then the other half feels like it could be my band, if I was the front man of a band, and it's like, it's more kind of punk rock, indie rock and roll kind of vibes, yeah. But right now we're focused on Blindside, and we're focused on a song called Just Us, which is coming out, and a year ago, of course. Those are the first 3 songs that we've released. But then, there's a song on there's a few songs on the album that I'm very excited to share with people as well. Particularly a song called Bittersweet Love, which is the album title. The lyric is like, I need just a bit of sweet love, not your bittersweet love, which is kind of saying like, leave the bad, let's just like focus on the positive. And the whole album is that. It's like, love it has many shades to it, it's like, it's both bitter and sweet. If it's good, then sometimes it has to hurt as well. And so that's kind of, I feel like that's the overall feeling of this album.
I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I did.
You've come a long way since X Factor. Actually, it will be turning 11 years in December since you won the show. If you could go back in time, what would you say to that James Arthur?
That's a good question. That's a long way back, 11 years. I would probably tell him to stop eating so much of the canteen food. Because if you see me on the X Factor, or like at the start, I was like this skinny guy, and then it was like, oh, it's free food, and I started tucking into that canteen food. No, I would just say don't be so hard on yourself. I was very like in my head. I had a lot of demons back then. Still do, but back then it was real bad. It was really bad. I was too hard on myself, and I would just tell myself to take it easy. But then again, I don't know if I'd have been able to achieve the success that I had without that hunger and ambition that I had as well. So I try not to have any regrets. I'd just probably tell myself not to beat myself up too much.
And how do you imagine yourself in 10 years' time?
Hopefully retired on a beach somewhere, drinking a cocktail, I'd say, yeah. Probably, yeah. Enjoying life. Not as much pressure, probably, yeah.
Okay, not that much pressure, but even though writing some songs, come on.
Yeah, well, if people still want it, I'll give it to them. The demand is there. They still want to pay me to come to Portugal and play shows, so I'll be here.
5 envelopes, each one of them has a title of your song in it. And inside, I have one question. You choose.
What do you do when you feel you're in a blind side? The cool thing about that phrase is that it kind of sums up that feeling, right? It sums up that sometimes love catches you off guard. Like you don't, sometimes you're not looking for it or you're not ready to receive it, and it's like, oh wow, this is I'm not sure I can do this. Or bittersweet love is such a cool title, I think, because love is like that. It's both bitter and sweet. So I'm gonna choose Emily because I miss her right now. She's at home. Is Emily the most beautiful name in the world, and why? It is to me. It is to me. Of course, if I have more daughters, then they all have the most beautiful names as well. But right now, Emily is the most beautiful name in the world to me because that is my daughter, and she is the most beautiful thing in the world to me. And so, yeah, yes is the answer to that question. Well, look, I know impossible is very popular here, so we'll answer the question about impossible. What do you say when someone tells you, James, that's impossible? I say nonsense. Nothing is impossible. Nothing at all.